Don't judge me. Just stop. I've already filmed this video once before, and I watched it and I edited it. Honestly, it was too much. It was too long. I took too long to do my makeup. Like the things I wanted to talk about just took too fucking long. So here I am again. I am going to do the look that I did when I went to Beautycon, and I want to talk about Beautycon and a little bit of some other stuff. I'm not going to talk about everything I'm using and every little step because I know you bitches already know how to do your makeup. Like, I don't think you guys need me to tell you how to do it. Like, I'm just going to sit here and do it. I'll list everything I use below, and that's that. So let's get right into it. But I haven't filmed a video in so long. Wow, I don't even have a mirror in front of me. I filmed my one makeup video that was like months ago and haven't filmed anything since because there was a huge, actually multiple scenarios where I misplaced the charger for the camera. I'm not even gonna go into all the details, but just know I dealt with probably 5 different problems of getting this charger back. So just know it was a struggle, and I was gonna give up and not even film anything. I was like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna let the devil win. I will say though, Best Buy tried to play me. I bought a charger there and it was the wrong one, and they tried to tell me that I had to pay them money to return this charger. Yeah, she didn't make no sense. I look like shit, guys. I don't know. I was gonna do my hair and look all cute, but it's already been a morning. You know how those go. What the fuck? Ooh, ASMR. Listen. ASMR or no? I don't know. Am I the only one that loves ASMR? Me and my cousin Cassie, who is the other half of this channel, we went to Beautycon and we went kind of like with the intention of, I know a lot of girls went there, girls and guys, you know, to meet like beauty gurus. That's not what me and Cassie went for. We went more for like business aspect, you know? I mean, I just assumed that they were going to have something like a booth, for instance, or maybe a small brand that had their booth set up and was like, come intern for our fucking business, or come find out what it takes to be an entrepreneur, or I don't know, like just something on the business side, you know what I mean? And it wasn't about that. At least that's not what I saw, and that's not, maybe, I don't know, maybe I missed it. I'm not totally sure. You guys, I'm melting in here. Like, I don't want to put the air on because it's going to be super loud, and I don't want to open the window because I can hear the freaking gardeners outside mowing the lawn. That sounds just so weird to me. What the hell was I saying? There were brands that you could buy in the store every day, which I didn't really understand why people were waiting like so long in these lines, like just to buy their stuff. Like, I don't know, I just didn't get it. But again, that's not what I went for, you know what I mean? Like, I went for the business aspect. And I could understand like the brands that only sell their stuff online. Like, for instance, Kylie's stuff was there, which like makes sense. Okay, like you can come and try her shit on, you know, and not have to order and wait and then be disappointed when you get it in the mail. Like, you can come and physically see it. Like, that's great. But I mean, these lines were like ridiculously long. Like, they were nuts. They were nuts. And I'm looking to see, you know, okay, maybe they're like getting something free, and maybe they were, but I didn't see anyone getting anything free. Maybe be the first 50 people in line and you get a free this, or I don't know. I didn't see or hear anything about that. And not even that I'm trying to sound like a broke bitch. It's just like, I paid, I think, $60 or something to get in there. Yeah, every single one of those brands that was in there could have given one free sample and put it in a little shitty plastic bag, and every girl in there would have walked out so stoked. On the main stage, there was a moment where they had, I think he was a doctor, and then the girl, I don't know if she was just like a fucking plastic surgery queen or what she was, But they were talking about plastic surgery, and we were just kind of walking by. We weren't like sitting there listening to them. And I heard the guy, you know, talking about, and granted, I did not sit through this whole thing. I don't know exactly what they were saying. I don't know exactly what he was getting to, but I just heard him say, you know, of course, the whole, you guys are all beautiful in your own way, and blah, 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 and you got to be sure, and yada, yada. And like, keep in mind, there is a ton of young girls in here. I mean, young that their parents are here with them, young. Like, do I look crazy or what? The lighting's so bad. I know, I don't know, plastic surgery is a very tricky topic because, you know, obviously it's like everyone has their opinion about it and everyone can sit here and say, oh, you know, I don't care, do what you want. He said something like, oh, you know, I've seen girls get plastic surgery and their followers skyrocketed. Like, what are you trying to portray here? You know what I mean? Like, what? You're saying that, and you know these little girls are thinking, like, are already trying to be something on social media or whatever, you know? And then you're sitting here saying like stuff like that. Like, those little things make their minds, oh shit, oh, okay, yeah, so maybe I should get lip injections, or maybe I will get my boobs in when I'm 18. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's my fucking motto at life. So yeah, that was pretty much Beautycon for us. Again, it wasn't anything bad. I wouldn't say like, oh, Beautycon sucked or this and that. Like, that's what they want to portray and that's how they wanted it to be. Then they nailed it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was great. I'm sure tons of girls loved it. My lips are so dry. Oh my god, I'm like becoming up a dried up old lady. Okay, so I have to tell you. So I have a friend that invited me to some like meeting. Oh shit. I have a friend that invited me to this entrepreneur meeting, right? When she was talking about it, I did not at all think it was going to be what it really was. Honestly, I don't know what maybe I wasn't even paying attention to what she was telling me, but she told me about this company and, oh, you should come to the meeting tomorrow. Yeah, just, you know, entrepreneurs, they talk about their success stories. I know I'm not the only chick that gets their brush that they like contour with or bronze with and just like squish it and then just kind of do this. And it was the next day, so next day I was like, sure, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'll go to this meeting, whatever it is that you're talking about. So I go with her and she's kind of telling me more about it like on the way, but again, I'm not really thinking anything. I'm just kind of like tagging along. There was a girl and she works for this company and she right away starts kind of like interviewing me. Off the bat is like,
oh, where do you work at? Oh, what do you like about work? Well, what don't you like about work? Well, at this job, we don't deal with yada yada, and how would $2,000 to $3,000 extra a month help you, and what would that money do for you? Oh, you would move. Where would you move to? Oh, okay, well, why would you move to that city? You know, I always say don't think too little or...
Just fucking interviewing me, asking me all kinds of shit. I'm answering her honestly and everything, but in my head, I'm like, what? Hold on, like, what is this? Like, I thought I was just coming to an entrepreneur meeting, like, you know what I'm saying? Right there, I realized, like, okay, this is something more than what I thought it was. So we go into the meeting, and right away, you know, they start, I think it was a little Asian girl. She kept saying, like, how does getting paid every single time a customer makes a phone call sound? Or how does every time a customer uses the internet, you make money sound? Like, just kept going on, you know, about money, 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 like, of course. And everyone in there is pretty young, and everybody's like, yeah, okay. And I'm just like, okay, what is this? Like, where am I right now? She's, you know, going on and on up there, and then she hands it off to some guy who, he's like up there in the company. He's the one that pretty much gives the whole spiel the rest of the meeting. You guys know what pyramid schemes are, right? Well, okay, and this is like where it's tricky because I don't want to say like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, because pyramid schemes, you know how they work. Obviously, it's like I sell to you, I make money off you, and then whoever you sell to, like yada yada, hence the pyramid. But pyramid schemes it's like they are not actually selling something. This is like they're actually selling something, but you know, it's that pyramid way of making money. And the thing is with with these jobs, you have, like, don't get me wrong, you can make money, like 1000% you can be making some good money, but you have to be very like salesy and pushy, you know what I'm saying? The whole time in the meeting, you know, it's just all about money, how much money you can make, and bonusing, and if you refer a friend and they refer a friend and you bonus and you become this and you could make this much and you make money in your sleep, and you know, it all sounds great. Like, my thing is just like, it's not all about the money. Like, I've been in jobs and positions where it was all about the money, and I could have made some major money, but I wasn't happy doing, like, that's, I want to do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? But again, this is me speaking for myself. Like, everybody's different. If you can be like that, go for it. Like, you can make money doing that shit, fucking do it. Never do they really talk about how exactly you make the money and how exactly you get paid, and just kept saying like, oh, you know, we'll train you, and oh, you know, I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh yeah, this is a bunch of BS, and how exactly does it work? Trust me, I was there, I was skeptical, and now I built, you know, like, I'm so great now. I felt like I was the only one in the room that was like really reading this dude, like, not calling bullshit, but just like, I don't know, it just wasn't for me. Like, I didn't belong in this meeting. And this guy had like the weirdest, fake, creepy ass laugh. It honestly was freaking me out. He'd try to say something like funny and be like, like that. Like, his face wouldn't move, but he'd be on the mic. I swear he was. It was like so weird. And of course, you know, like, towards the end of the meeting, he's like, well, I didn't fucking expect this, but at the end of the meeting, they show a slide, $499 to start. Like, to start working with these people. And I was like, 500 bucks, damn. And of course, you know, they go on to explain like, oh, but if you sell X amount or do this and that by this time, like, you pretty much get your money back, like, yada yada. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So the meeting ends. I told you guys I was freaking obsessed with this damn Nicki album. Like, I cannot stop listening to it. It's just one of those albums where, like, I feel like right now I'm going through like a weird time, and I have like all these thoughts where rap music always makes me feel better. Well, this isn't really a rap song, but you get what I'm saying, hip hop in general. I wish I could rap myself because I feel like it'd be therapeutic for me, but I can't rap, like, it's not a thing. Cassie though, Cassie can rap. She's just a little shy, but she's dope. Oh, shit. Where the fuck was I? Oh, I'm talking about this meeting. Okay, yeah, so the meeting ends, right? And I'm like, okay, this shit's it's done, we're leaving. And it was me and my friend I told you that brought me, and she had brought somebody else as well. Dude, I can sit here and blend for hours. Like, I have to tell myself to just stop because I can just sit here forever. So the girl that was interviewing us from the beginning is like, come over here, like, sitting at a table. So I go over there and she's like, okay, you know, go ahead, I know you guys have questions, like, what questions do you have for me? And the other girl that was with us was kind of asking like majority of the questions. So I'm just like listening to her. I think I had asked like, so how exactly does it work? Like, what exactly are we doing? Like, what exactly do I have to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is my job? Like, what's the job description here? Because I understand I'm selling this product, but I don't understand like how exactly or what the fuck ever, right? So I'm asking her these things and she just kind of kept dancing around the answer and was like, oh yeah, I'll explain all this to you, I'll explain all this to you in training. Like, I'm gonna train you, we're gonna meet up, I'm gonna explain everything to you, like yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm asking you now. So then she asked the other girl, she's like, okay, can we sign you up? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she starts like signing her up on her phone. And then she asked her, she's like, okay, so how can you pay? Do you have a credit card or debit card? And she's like, yeah. And I turned and I was like, hold up. Pay? And I looked at my friend who was sitting across from me, and she was like, yeah, like, you don't have the money right now? And I was like, what? Like, hold on, like, what? I didn't know what this was when I walked into this place. I'm now realizing why I was invited. I'm now realizing what this really is. Yeah, I don't know, it was weird. And I was trying to be nice, especially like, cause my friend is in it, like she paid the money and is like doing the damn thing. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm thinking about it, I'm considering it, I'm really trying to like analyze just the whole concept of this company and what they do and exactly what it's about. And she comes to me and I'm just like, I'm just like off about like, oh, I don't have the money. And she's like, oh, okay. And this is where it got weird. I tell her I don't have the money. She's like, oh yeah, like I was in the same boat as you. Like I didn't have the money, like blah, blah, blah. I feel like I look like a lizard right now. She asked me, well, how much money do you have? And then she asked me, well, do you have some you can put on a credit card and then like some on a debit? Then she asked me, well, when do you get paid? Then she asked me, well, do you have somebody that you can borrow the money from and then you can just pay them back when you get paid? Yeah, she said that. I was like, what the fuck? I was just so confused, like where am I right now? Like this isn't real. It was so weird, and the girl that was with us, she signed up and she did it and everything, and I did not end up doing it. Even then I was still asking her questions like, she kept saying, you know, oh, you'll get your $500 back next week, and I go, explain to me how. You explain to me how I'm gonna give you $500 right now and by next week I'm gonna have it back? Like, explain to me how exactly I'm going to do that. Oh, we're gonna meet this week. I'll explain it all to you in training. I'm gonna go over it with you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be right there. And I'm just like, no, I don't fucking think so, girl. I don't think so. I had asked my friend, like, you know, afterwards when we left, well, obviously you've given your $500 bucks, like have you seen that $500 bucks back? And at the time she had not just yet, but I actually talked to her recently and she did get it back, so great for her. So yeah, that was my experience at a pyramid scheme. I don't even know what you want to call it, because it's, again, like I hate to call it a pyramid scheme because it's not exactly. Oh my god, can you guys hear the dude outside? Dude! Shh! Well, no, what was I just saying? God, the dude distracted. Have another sip of beer, Shelby. You guys, can you believe I'm gonna be a maid of honor? A maid of honor. I've never been to a wedding, and I'm gonna be a maid of honor. Like, damn, I feel special. Who's up? I'm addicted to YouTube, honestly. I've been addicted to YouTube for like 10 years, maybe even longer. YouTube's like my escape. As weird as that sounds, it really is though. Like, I watch all kinds of different shit. There's a YouTuber I found recently, his name's Sharny Rod. He's pretty cool. He's I think he has like 90,000 subscribers, so he's not like a big YouTuber, but 90,000 is about 90,000 more than I have. And I like him because he's not afraid to show like how he is and his friends, and like they're all pretty funny. His videos are very like risque, which is maybe why I like them. I'd be down to kick it with those guys. But they're a little crazy, so I don't know. So Sharny Rod, if you're down to film, let's do it. I always have one lash that cooperates, and then the other is just like, F you, Shelby. I get every last drop. Look at the alcoholic on here, damn it. Oh well, that's just me, man. It's so funny because I do looks like this, and then I tell myself like I should do my makeup more often, like shadow and shit, and then other days I'm like, I shouldn't wear makeup at all, I should be natural. Make up your mind, bitch. Wow. Well, I think that's about it. Well, again, I'm gonna link everything down below that I used, all the products. And yeah, thanks for just sitting and chatting with me. Obviously, me and Cassie have videos in mind that are coming. Yeah, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye. Bitch, can you stop recording? Is it broken?